welcome to the first episode of Raw Talks. I'm Funk Master Flex, and this is just a little project. Me and my friends of the Two Raw Clan decided to get together. Now, as for this first episode, this is something that where we usually will, discuss among each other and have like a little group discussion, but everybody's busy with their lives and stuff, so it's just me and my other friend as of right now. But it'll change later on to the show. We'll expand. We'll have different people coming in and talking, giving their opinions. But here we discuss anime, games, and other random stuff that's just going on in the nerd community. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you enjoyed this first episode, and let me know if you like it or not in the comments below. Thank you. Let's get this started, bro.
Alright.
Alright, so starting off with this Dragon Ball Super episode 100. I think it was a decent episode for, 100. A lot of action, but they still drew out some of the standing and staring. They could have filled it in one more fighting, especially between Goku and Cauliflower. That bitch name. But nah, I think it was a good episode. They kind of killed my mood with knocking off Kale towards the end in one shot without actually knocking her out.
Okay.
Like it's just Jiren was like, it's over, and she's still in the stage. He was wrong. It wasn't over. But yeah. Besides that though, that and then the part that cracked me up was I don't think they've said his name yet, but the dude on the Pride Squad that looked like Charmander.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what his name is.
Homeboy whapped her up with a whip and was like, "You ain't gonna build. This is my justice whip." And like, what was he thinking, bro?
Now, I can relate to all the stuff that you said, but the way 100 was supposed to go, it was supposed to be like the tutorial stage for Khalifa, from what we were also seeing and whatnot. Also, what the skins kind of told us a little about what was happening. What else? With Kale, I'm actually kind of glad it went that way instead of her getting knocked out, because now you're talking about a new series to where Broly is not even been seen by Goku and Vegeta, Kakarot and Vegeta.
Yeah.
So they wanted to implement so much facts that this is the legendary Super Saiyan we're going with for Super. As you can see, they implemented stuff from the Broly movie 1, such as her walking right through the Kamehameha. How easily he got shut down in his Super Saiyan state, and I believe dragged him across the ground just like in the movie. And then we seen how overpowered she was by just like manhandling Goku in his Super Saiyan blue form. Now, we don't know how much input he utilized, like such as power-wise. Like he could have been using 50% in Super Saiyan blue, maybe 60 or 70, but we see it had no results. With Jiren saying it's over, he was probably going over like the berserk of how her ki took control and just went all haywire and started knocking people out the stage.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, this could pose threat because I got my people out here eliminating people to make sure the universe is good. They get hit by one of those, they're definitely going out. All right, her little tyrant runt is over. Knock that over. Now you got Hit and Jiren staring each other down. That's what everybody wants to see. But Goku kind of steps in.
That's just a tease. They ain't really about to get into it anyway.
I mean, probably not yet. But who are the three big people that you've already been thinking about fighting? Go ahead, be honest, because they popped up on the show is what I'm thinking.
Those are right
and Goku.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah,
so
those are big guys, but I'm referring to
happen,
Hit and Jiren specifically. Like,
yeah,
personality-wise, they're not gonna mess with each other just yet.
Of course not, because Hit is an assassin. He's gonna stand back. He's gonna think about how can he be effective on taking him out. And Goku just wants to fight strong people, so his eyes are set on Jiren after being a little bit of upfronted and showed out on by the beginning of the stage.
Yeah.
Jiren just wants to protect this universe, so he's just gonna stand there. Whoever wants to challenge him challenges. But as you can see, Goku's been bothered with so much time. Now, some what's his name? And reactions Opie Senpai, he had a study about the top that is basically the stage. The more that thing goes in, it's going to speed up, bringing gravitational force, pulling the fighters to the inside of the area to where there would be more fights.
Okay.
Now with that, I think that might be a good hypothesis of what could happen.
Yeah, I can see that working.
Because, yeah, now the soldiers have to fight each other. If they don't, then they're just gonna get pulled in.
Yeah, that way, you know, when time gets closer, there's still not too many people left over.
Exactly.
You know,
because they're only gonna be fighting for 48 minutes.
I'm surprised Kel didn't transform when she was getting used like a punching bag. Like I thought.
You see, I thought that too.
Yeah, like that was like probably the dirtiest, grimiest scene in Dragon Ball lately. Next to Frieza taking all them assassins earlier, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that was some serious shit. I was like, oh, she's about to hit it.
Yeah, but I could see they was trying to make it like Broly, so you know they want her to be mad at Goku, you know, not just some random.
Exactly. Like, because Goku was the reason Broly even got like even angry and started accessing his powers, which I find pretty cool since they honestly don't have the Broly character at all for their series.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I find it slightly awkward to her, you know, she was saying Son Goku, and you know, instead of them overhearing him be called Kakarot and her going with Kakarot, that would have been a little bit closer to it. But it just seemed kind of awkward for her to be saying Son Goku the whole time. Moving on to other news. You do watch Konosuba, right?
Konosuba?
Konosuba, the comedy?
No.
All right. Yeah, that's the comedy about the guy going into the other world, and he has like a dumb goddess, masochist knight, and a dark wizard who can only use one spell a day. But it's pretty funny. It got 2 seasons, and it got real popular and all that. But they actually just announced that it's coming up with a new animation project. They haven't stated specifically what it is yet. I'm thinking it's going to be a recap movie. Some people think it's going to be a time skip movie, but there's no other details.
I kind of don't like it already. It reminds me of the what was it with Subaru in it?
It came out at the same time, but ReZero went the way of being serious, while Konosuba was a straight comedy. And it was good for what it was.
Yeah, the minute you said could use magic only once, that's how he was. And it's like...
Well, no, hers is a comedic effect. Like, she can learn other spells, but she's set on using her explosion magic, which drains all her MP. But that's the only thing that she wants to use, which is adds to the comedy. Because every time she uses it, she has no mana, she passes out. And they gotta carry her body around, so she's useless after that. So it's basically about one guy who's just trying to have a normal adventure life, and he's stuck with these 3 dumb females. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing. So yeah, the Destiny 2 beta that was just this past weekend. I don't know if you realized they actually extended it an extra day. It ended last night, and I got on again. I had fun with it. Like, you know, I like it, but still the first game left a bad taste in my mouth because, you know, content wise it was repetitive, and every time they added something it was good at first, but then it got old real quick. Like, you know, the new classes are pretty good. Like, you know, they replaced the Blade Dancer with the Arc Storm Dancer thing, whatever it's called, I forgot off the top of my head. But I felt like I was Darth Maul with that, bro. I was just running around flipping, jumping with that staff, just going in. And for the Titans, you know, they got the Captain America shield. That shield was pretty dope, bro. There was actually a match I did in PvP.
Oh yeah, I know. That's who I went with.
There was a match I did in PvP where they was taking a point, and I ran in and I threw my shield and it bounced off of 2 people and killed them.
Zone C lost. 2 for 1. Zone A secure. You have zone advantage.
It works.
I was like, yo, that was pretty sick, you know what I'm saying? But as for the full game, I'm holding off till, you know, when it comes out to see what people say about how much content is in it, unless they show it beforehand.
I was gonna go with October to probably get it.
Yeah, if they show it off
I'm in no
beforehand, you
rush.
know, like look at how much stuff we got in the game now, then I might go ahead and go for it. But you know, I ain't trying to go in and then there's not much, and then they add DLC. Oh wait, we got another season pass coming up, you know, stuff like that. I ain't trying to set myself up like that. And then
My eyes aren't really set on that. Anthem though, Anthem might definitely have my attention. I want to see what they do.
yeah, you know, people are trying to call Anthem the Destiny killer or something like that. Well, not necessarily, more like the Destiny competitor.
Nah,
But
killer. I'm sticking with that.
So yeah, last thing on the news though. So yeah, they delayed the Dragon Ball Fighter Z beta.
Yeah, I saw about Rhyme Style.
Yeah,
She was
so,
bananas.
so much for getting it this upcoming summer, but they claim it's to adjust for the high
September.
demand. Yeah, they're adjusting for the high
they
demand.
said it was because the issue of what happened in Xenoverse, of course, and I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, release it
I was-
working, not
I was
release it
for that.
fast. Don't release it quickly and broken. So yeah, instead of waiting for the summer, we gotta wait till September. But that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
I'm trying to tell you, I'd rather like
Maybe
a
they
good
might-
game that still works.
Yeah, you know, maybe we might turn around and throw in some extra people. Maybe.
Yeah, they said we'll have to see about that. But what I would like to talk about, I don't think Goku's form is that poster. I'm still gonna stick with they're gonna follow how the manga went. Now, spoilers, if you don't want to know, hey, go read chapters 23 and between 25 of Dragon Ball Cho, also known as Dragon Ball Super. And alright, hopefully they've gotten out in time. What happened was Goku and Vegeta fused to make Vegeta, correct?
Yeah.
What ended up happening was Vegeta found out Goku had something planned, which is a way to absorb the God Ki and use it as strength, which was pretty damn dope. I like that idea. But as you can see, he hasn't really been too fond of how effective it was.
Yeah.
So with the last bit of his restraints on it, he tried to utilize a move that the gods of destruction utilized called Hakai. Also destroy, or however a lot of people like to word it.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that scan. Yeah.
Yeah. Now with that, they just now did it today on number 25. They beat Zamasu. They didn't beat him any traditional way, none of that. They beat him with the button of the Omni King. So now we still got the 2 Omni Kings now, and all this and that. Still a good watch to look at. Since there's 2 Xenos, you know the tournament may still come up in the manga version.
Yeah.
If he plans on using that technique, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be his transformation that everyone's so hyped up about.
Oh, okay. So you think they might throw it in to the anime before the manga gets to it?
That I'm not sure. Knowing them, they may drag it out, but this manga updates monthly, so if anything, they may have another way of ending it. I hope they do stick with that little transformation or absorbing the God Ki, because that was pretty dope. His body looked like it couldn't hold it, but for a tournament that's 48 minutes, I'm pretty sure he's gonna plan on using it soon, if he sticks with that.
I think I'm sticking with your theory you mentioned before. How I think it's going to come down to Goku and Gohan. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I honestly can't take credit for that theory, but the dude, I forgot his name. Oppa Senpai brought him up. I looked into it. Dude was legit. I honestly like it, because with that, after looking at the credits, he called it way before Krillin was even announced to be the next person to go. So it was like, okay, that was a good little guess. And now he's saying Tien's next. Tien, as far as we see, honestly, it has nothing effective for this tournament. They were better off just even getting Yamcha. Because he ended up reverting back to a move he pulled on Goku when he was a kid during the tournament. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but yeah, he used that move before.
The forearm technique, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not very effective.
Yeah.
Might scare an opponent, and if he can catch him off guard real quick.
He ain't scaring none
That's
of them
about it.
aliens out there, bro.
I mean, but as far as they tracking, they might have knowledge about like what a human growing arms. What type of shit is this?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the next one out. But, you know, we'll find out next week.
Hey, here we go. 6:05.
All right, man. That's it for today, though. You know, we'll talk about this again next week.
All right, I'm with it.
All right, bro. And we out.
All right, man. Peace.